For our next problem, we have 3 to the power of 2 multiplied by, open bracket, 10 minus 4, close bracket, divided by 2. So for this particular question, obviously, we start with the brackets, right? The brackets. So write everything around whatever it is that you're solving. So 3 to the power of 2 multiplied by. As soon as you solve the bracket, then you can leave them out on your next step. So 10 minus 4 will give us a total of 6 divided by 2. All right. Now that we've solved our bracket, move on to order. Do we have our indice or square root? Yes, we do have an exponent here. So we need to solve 3 to the power of 2. And 3 to the power of 2 in standard form is 3 multiplied by 3. And that will give us a total of 9. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Write that down. Multiplied by 6 divided by 2. Now, remember, boys and girls, when it comes to multiplication and division, these are inverse operations and you solve left to right. So even though according to Bartmus, it says division and then multiplication, you solve whichever comes first when you are working from your left to your right. This only works for division and multiplication, and it also works for addition and subtraction, right? This is kind of how we classify these operations here. So because we have 9 times 6, the only two operations is multiplication and division. We are going to go ahead and start with multiplication because we're working from left to right. So 9 multiplied by 6 will give us a total of 54. We divide that by 2 and then work out the final answer. 54 divided by 2 will give us an answer of 27. Yes, 27. And this will be our final answer for this particular question. Our next question is 10 divided by 2 plus 3 squared multiplied by 4. Now, we do not have any brackets, but we do have some exponents. We do have an exponent. We have a power, right? That's 3 to the power of 2, right? So my next step, 10 divided by 2 plus. When you simplify 3 to the power of 2, write it down in standard form, and that's 3 times 3, and that will equal a total of 9. Write down the 9 in place of 3 to the power of 2, and then multiply it by 4. Now, we have division and we have multiplication. Division and multiplication, right? But we also have a plus sign right in the middle. So what you would then do in a situation like this is use brackets to solve this problem, right? Because division and multiplication, you have to solve from left to right. Okay. So brackets around 10 divided by 2, brackets around 9 multiplied by 4, and you kind of just have to simplify the both of them in order to move on to the next step. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5 plus 9 multiplied by 4. 9 multiplied by 4 will give you a total of 36, and then you just add, right, in order to get your final answer. 5 plus 36 will give you a total of 41. And that's your final answer. Now, our last problem is a bit of a tricky one, but it's nothing we can't handle. So we have a set of brackets, and in the set of brackets, we also have a power. So 2 to the power of 3, right? So in order to solve the power, obviously we need to simplify. In order to solve the brackets, we have to simplify the power, right? So write everything around it. So 7 multiplied by 2 to the power of 3. Once again, that's 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So it's 8 minus 5, close bracket, plus 4 to the power of 2. Right. After that, right, we haven't solved our bracket yet. So 7 times 8 minus 5 will give you a total of 3 plus 4 squared. Now that we have solved our bracket, we now have to move on to our next order of business, right? So that's our power, right? 4 to the power of 2, we need to simplify that. So 7 times 3 plus 4 to the power of 2 is literally the same as 4 multiplied by 4. And that will give us a total of 16, right? And then it's time to work this out now. 7 multiplied by 3. Obviously, we start with multiplication because division and multiplication will always be completed or done before addition and subtraction, right? So between multiplication and addition, we multiply first. So 7 multiplied by 3 will give me a total of 21 plus 16. 21 plus 16 will give me a total of 37. And this, my good people, is our final answer for our final question. See you in the next one. Oh, keep in mind, there will be a link in the description where there will be 100 problems that you can just kind of use to test yourself and see just how good you are when it comes to this stuff. And to also just to help you improve in general, I will include answers as well. So after watching the video, and if you want to test yourself some more, click on the link in the description.